talk about is the Indie Lee Purifying Face Wash. So when you wash your face, I don't wash my face every morning. Is something that I think I should say. The thing is, your skin does not need to be washed as often as basically everyone thinks it should be. I know some people who wash their skin 3 times a day. And what you do have is, like I was saying before, natural protection, right? From bacteria, from free radicals, from everything. That natural protection exists in what's called your microbiome, and then your lipid barrier. So I think a lot of people think that they're interchangeable, meaning they're the same thing, but they're not actually. So the skin's microbiome, it is essentially like a collection of bacteria that just sits on your skin that fights off bad bacteria from the outside world that's trying to attack it. The lipid barrier is essentially like a layer of oil. Lipid, if you go back to biology, obviously that's fat. What's fat? Fat's oil. That's that. So your lipid barrier is what helps you retain moisture in your skin. And it also actually, if the microbiome didn't catch a microorganism that it cannot kill because it's like a microorganism, it's not a bacteria. Actually, the lipid barrier kind of traps that microorganism and stops it from, penetrating into your skin and eventually going into your bloodstream, all that stuff. So the skin is very smart at taking care of itself. But the thing is that when you do wash it excessively, obviously, your skin can only make so much good bacteria, and it can only make so much oil to create a lipid barrier. If you are constantly washing it off with multiple facial, washings per day, you're really going to be damaging your skin because you're essentially taking away the natural form of protection that it needs to thrive. So what I like to do is I like to double cleanse every night. So I'll use an oil cleanser to take off all my makeup. And then after that, I like to use a foaming cleanser basically, or a milk cleanser. I mean, pretty much anything that's going to dissolve those oil particles and just also clean my skin at the same time. And the thing is, you don't have to wash your face every morning because honestly, the only reason why you have to wash your face, have to at the end of every day, is because you have pollution coming onto your, like basically arriving and settling on your face. You have makeup, you have all these different things that just naturally shouldn't be there. But the thing is, when you are sleeping, and this was told to me by dermatologists and facialists, this is not just something I'm making up right now. The only really thing you do when you sleep is maybe sweat a little. And there really aren't any outside forces attacking your skin while you're sleeping. And so generally, again, I've literally had dermatologists tell me this, medical doctors in the field. Your skin's really not that dirty when you wake up, and it doesn't really need to be cleansed hardcore. The thing is, however, some days it kind of does, if you do an overnight mask that is super, super oily and you're like, I don't want to clog my pores if I keep this on for too long. Or you kind of just wake up and you're like, probably I can clean my skin today, this morning. I like to use this face wash. It was a very long introduction to the face wash, but I think it was necessary. But yeah, I like to use this face wash because it is, it's kind of foaming, definitely, but what it does is it really like draws out impurities from your skin, but it also has like super nourishing ingredients inside. Like, I know it has aloe inside. I believe it has CoQ10 as well, which like is super amazing for just like moisturizing the skin. So, although it is really great at like taking out all that dirt, it still is not like messing with your lipid barrier or your microbiome. So I like that. But I do use it during morning, maybe like 2 to 3 times a week, depending on basically like which sleeping mask I'm doing the night before. So that's that. But anyway, I can go on forever about this. um, Next is the Glow Oasis Milk Dew pH Balancing